Hello everybody and welcome back to Viking Exploration. Let me move my mic away so I'm not ear raping you. It's been a while. We haven't played a single player game together in a while. I know. And for that I am terribly sorry. I haven't been touching single player games in a while. I've been really busy with Arma, but I'm about to play this game. If you guys don't know what game this is and you didn't read the title, this is Doki Literature Club, a game near and dear to my heart, a cutesy, fun adventure of love and compassion. Something in there is a lie, but I'm not going to tell you what. You'll find out if you keep watching. But I'm going to do my best to keep this video as short as possible. Well, not short as possible. This intro is short as possible. But last time we left off in our first ever poem writing. And, I think it's about time we dive into this and we get to the guts of this magical game. So, hint, you can use the skip button, fast forwarding through text you've already read. Pog. So, what basically this does is, depending on what text you click, one of these will like it. So, there's Natsuki. No, that's Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri. Haha! I remember. Yuri, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri. Sayori. Fuck! I can't remember shit. Yeah, so, as you guys probably tell, I'm more energetic this episode. I've gotten some good sleep, I've had some coffee, and it's also in the evening. So, anyway. To be honest, let's see. Sticky. You know, let's see. What I'm gonna do is I don't remember anything about their personalities other than cutesy shit, like rainbows and stuff, extremely cutesy, kinda cutesy, and poetic and dark. So I think existence. That was Yuri's. Pog, indeed. Scars? Oh, I didn't know you would like that. Horror. Unrestrained. Intellectual. Treasure, toil, crimson. Vivacious, what the fuck? Vivacious. I'm just getting all of Yuri's. I am not even trying to get Yuri's. I'm just kind of going after the words that stick out to me that I like. Frightening. I do like frightening. Fuck off. Tenacious. Oh, I didn't expect that to be you either. Okay. Vitality. She likes words I like. Marriage is... what word in here do I like? Yeah, the reason I don't like pain. I like... marriage? I don't like you anyway. Depression. I mean, what? Huh? Tragedy. What the fuck? Contamination. Okay, determination. She likes big words. Fickle. Philosophy. Misery. Whisper. What the fuck? I've heard you existed. Ambient. Yuri. So I think we're gonna get Yuri's stuff now. That's interesting. Oh, I forgot. I'm not doing the voices for the characters. I tried to put on a voice last time, but I'm just gonna read it. So anyway. Hi again, Chris. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Shit, I can't read still. That hasn't changed since episode 1. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Chris. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Well, you see, Yuri, pokes fingers, I'm very much so into commitment. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Oh, how dare you? You're a fucking toxic feminist. I'm just kidding. Also, I just realized your mouth is very not correct. It's super round. I forgot that's an anime thing. Anyway, Sayori told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Oh, sorry, it's you. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Haha. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Runs away. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Chris always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. That sounds bad. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Oh, wow. Did they change how her face is? I don't remember that pose. That must be something completely different from the last time I played. Way back when. I played this game back when it first came out. That's different, I think. I could be wrong. Oh, fuck, I didn't read that. I'm so sorry. I may be a little jealous. How come? You and Chris can become good friends, too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? My exact reaction. Not really. Don't be shy. It's nothing, really. What is? Never mind. Aww. I forgot how cutesy Yuri can be. It's great. Reminds me of a certain person in my life. Who was it I compared her to last time? Probably my girlfriend, I think. Same height, same everything, except for the hair. Her hair is more on the part of Sayori's hair. More like down to like the neck? Question mark? Anyway, Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not really, when it's really not. Shit, I can't read. I'm sorry, guys. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I want to make it I don't want to make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it could keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. So, and we could, you know, discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Yeah, She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I've said that many times. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but to notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Oh god, I thought I was gonna go in the closet, I was scared. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. Oh, I've done this before. Oh. So, just a quick, short story time for you guys. This might not even be in the video. I might just cut this out completely, and put it in a future segment on YouTube. But, me and my girlfriend, we had the same Spanish class sophomore year. And I used to, whenever we were done with class, I would read something on the opposite side of the room, because we were in the same group. And I would look over at her, and we caught each other's eyes like, me and Yuri are right now. And it was super fucking awkward. But yeah, I think she noticed me looking at her. Really? She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Aw, that little mouth. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start rereading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. From nowhere. You know what? I love books that are like that. So, Yuri, me and you, yeah. Oh, wow, that was a fucking weird giggle. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Chris? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that. Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive, the naive one, for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. I don't really think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Aw, that face. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that some things I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. Oh, fuck. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe just a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? That is a dick move. That's a dick thing to say. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slap my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it a little difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Aww, look at her. She got really pretty eyes. Anyway. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. The way I turn a page, and Yuri slides under her thumb after he flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, yeah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. Did she just smile? Aww. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Chris, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, closing on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright? I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to read the poem last night? Yes. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sari and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sari's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf paper from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. I think. Yuri seems to be the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Aww. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick it up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing as I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very I can't speak. Deliberate? In other words, they trend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different things, different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes together with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, or not to me, or not Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh. I hate this. My eyes. Oh, crap. I have to stand up for this. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So I couldn't read this a long time ago. I actually never read these. Ghost Under the Light. Oh, God. I can't read. It's in cursive. I think the tendrils? Fuck. Of my hair. Oh, wait. I don't know. Of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the pleasant, but living in the past. The light thickens. I thicken back. Huh. I cannot read that first, like the second, like this word up here. I cannot read what this says. I'm really bad at cursive. I did not learn cursive in school, guys. So, that's why. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible handwriting. Oh, no, you don't. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was thinking quite the opposite. Your handwriting is very elegant and thoughtful, but, I'm just stupid. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Oh, that's what it's called? I thought it was called cursive, okay. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, Chris. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to the ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past. And soon, to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course! You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Chris. Me too. Do I actually have to go through everybody? Okay, fine. Let's go Monica. Hi, Chris. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Chris. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's this sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Chris. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing the full imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sari, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I like that too. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. All of them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure it's nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You can do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things. I didn't read that right. I'm sorry. Again. It could take a while. I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh. Oh, fuck. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound very confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Why are they all in script also? Why do they gotta be... hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. The spark. The spackle. What? The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole. I gotta go back to my chair and scroll down. Okay, yeah. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Fuck. That's really deep. That's really nice. Do I understand it? No, it's been a while since I played, so I don't understand what that poem means. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you can call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style has got. Wow, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There we go. I couldn't say it right. Fuck. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was that inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had a kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming out on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica Writing's tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem, a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Anyway, another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's where I'm gonna leave this episode today, guys and gals. I don't want to make these videos too long, because these are the types of videos I can't edit. I'm not able to edit these videos, because I don't want to cut out parts of it, because this is a story-based thing. I can't just cut parts out. So, I'm sorry if this video is a little bit too long, guys.